After back-to-back heartbreaking blown leads in the World Series, the Rockies season is officially on the line here in Game 5, trailing 3-1 to these Yankees. I've been surprised by the results so far in this World Series. Thought we had an excellent chance against this Yankees team, but they've just been the better squad for the most part in this series. Of course, apart from Game 2 when the Rockies came away victorious. Jose Barreto will be on the mound for the Rockies. That's been a rocky proposition so far in this postseason run. He's certainly had his struggles, but we'll also be facing the worst of New York's pitchers in this game. So might have ourselves a high-scoring affair on our hands here in Game 5. The Yankees trying to secure another World Series victory under their belt, while the Rockies seeking their first. Barreto, as stated previously, not been great so far here in the postseason in his 14 1/3 inning pitch. So far, gets the day started with an infield pop-up fly, called in by Sterling Thompson. Yorbit Vivas back batting in that second spot after the lineup had shifted, facing a lefty in Game 4. First strikeout of the day for Barreto brings up O'Neal Cruz, and an excellent strike 3 looking on Cruz. I think we'll take that start from Barreto. Now, he's had some good starts in the postseason. He's just had trouble keeping them going very deep into these games. We'll be going against Carlos LaGrange here. He is 78 overall, by far the lowest rated pitcher that we've faced so far in the World Series. We have to take advantage of it today, and right off the bat, Kyle Brown singles into center field. Going for the steal now, and we instantly lose the base runner we just got, adding to the outs that we have lost on base running in this World Series, and that is just an insanely high number, man. Just game after game, we're losing all these outs because we're trying to be super aggressive on the base pass, and we just don't learn. This isn't a good stealing team, but we keep trying. Nonetheless, even with all the failures we've had and the limited success. Brian Doe, however, gets this one into left field, up against the wall, and even with 14 speed, a missed throw there will help Neil Dorsey score the first run of this game. Automatic double with another World Series extra base hit. This one bringing home a run. Now he's trying to steal third, and we lose another out. That is a pointless steal attempt. You are in scoring position with 2 outs. What are you trying to steal third for? I don't care that you have speed. It's a terrible... There's a risk with pretty much no upside there. Man, I'm so sick of these terrible steal decisions by this team. Jogging after that one, Herrera hauls it in on the warning track for the second out here, top of the second inning. And the strong start to Barreto's day will continue. No hits through 2 for the Yankees offense. Full count for Veen. This one chopped over to Cruz. He has to make the throw on the move, but he does it accurately. First out here, bottom of the second. Salas lifted to center. Too much underneath it, though, so Judge easily snags it. Thompson Another one hit to the center field, a little bit deeper this time, but still too much underneath it. So a quiet second for the Rockies. 3 hits on the board, but some terrible base running has kept us just to 1 run so far. Vientos up to the plate, grounds over to shortstop. Hitting in the 8th spot, Spencer Jones gets the first hit aboard for the Yankees. It'll be a single out in that right infield gap. Man on first, 1 out here. Now he's going for second, and this time it's our turn to get someone out on the base pass. Ethan Salas with a strong throw from behind the plates. Clears the bases for the Yankees, and a fly out here to right. Ends off the 3rd. Jose Barreto looking really good here to start this game. Keeping that pitch count in a solid spot as well. Full count for Figueroa, and that one's going to get through that gap in the outfield. All the way back at the wall. Judge hauls it in, but it's a leadoff double to begin the 3rd for Colorado. Datras up next, and he's going to get a base hit. Jones with a throw home. It was a really good throw at that. But Figueroa holds a 3rd. Top of the order, Kyle Brown. Singled his last time out, and he's going to get another hit right here. Hasn't had a great World Series so far, but he picks up 2 RBIs on this extra base hits. Able to score all the way from first is Murillo's replacement at shortstop, Kyle Datras here. Makes it 3-0 Rockies. Herrera up next. That's gonna drop down right in front of Dominguez. Brown holds at 3rd. His runners on the corners. Still nobody out. That'll bring up the MVP. Swinging on a pitch inside the zone. This one's going to be a double play. The 4th Rockies run does score, but with a double play, Neil Dorsey won't pick up the RBI. Chopper here from Doe. And Cruz can't make the throw in time. The speed from Brian Doe gets him a single. Only 5'7", but he can churn those legs mighty quick. That beats a strong throw from Cruz. And that one won't sneak through the infield, so it'll end the 3rd. But a strong inning from the Rockies, up to 8 hits already. Very different story than we've seen so far in the World Series. Turns out we just need to face a bad pitcher to get our offense back on track. Who would have thought? Starting off the 4th with another flyout here, hauled in by Zach Veen. Full count. Vivas. Flyout number 2 of the inning. So far, Barreto able to keep everything in the park here. O'Neal Cruz swinging well outside the zone, and the ground out there makes it 4 shutout innings pitched from Jose Barreto. With our backs up to the wall, Barreto has been pitching an excellent game. Just 1 hit allowed through 4. And it was a single at that. Salas starts the bottom of the 4th off with the ground out there. That'll bring up Thompson on the full count pitch. This one's hit deep to right field. It'll be high off the wall. Hauled in by Spencer Jones. But Thompson able to get all the way to 3rd base for a triple. Don't see many of those with our team due to our lack of team speed. That one had plenty of airtime and went deep to that right field, which is, of course, a good recipe for a triple. Figueroa, grounder over here to 2nd, but able to score the 5th run for Colorado. And Datras swinging. Strikes out to end the fourth, but the Rockies offense able to score in 3 different innings so far in this game. You'll love to see the consistency. Third strikeout aboard, getting Aaron Judge down swinging, but Austin Wells will end the shutout with a blast to right field. Got the breaking ball left over the middle and crushed it for 450 feet. I mean, that thing was smoked off the bats. And really the first mistake of the game for Barreto, who's been excellent here in this one. And he picks up another strikeout. Here is second of the inning. Hasn't been a high strikeout game altogether for Barreto here. Vientos, he's been a bit of a problem for us in the World Series, and he adds on another home run. His third of the World Series. And just like that, Barreto's excellent starts starting to get broke up here with the power of this Yankees offense. 2 runs allowed here in the 5th, and does get 3 strikeouts as well. All home runs and strikeouts in the 5th inning. But the Rockies are aboard in the World Series. Luis Gil enters the game for the Yankees, bottom of the 5th. Facing the top of the order, Kyle Brown with the ground out. His first out of the game. Herrera, lazy fly over to center after him. Makes it 2 up, 2 down so far for Dorsey. Low and inside, lifts it to left, and another quiet inning for the Rockies. First time they haven't scored since the 2nd. Dominguez, that's going to be a base knockout to right field. Reaching the wall, Herrera throws it to the cutoff man. A leadoff double for New York. Yankees offense maybe starting to pick things up here. Full count for David Fry, and he's down looking on the curve. Redo picking up that strikeout pace, but he's also picking up the letting runners reach pace as well. First and second. 1 out for Cruz. He's gonna get a base knock here to center field. Doe with a throw over to third. The Yankees pick up another run. And Barreto has lost all confidence here, just like that. In this start, he showed us reason why we can be excited about him as a future ace, but he also showed us that he's a rookie going through some growing pains here in his first playoff run. Aaron Judge flies out to center field. The runners decide to stay, surprisingly enough. Probably would have tested Doe's arm myself to get to third, but ultimately it's not going to matter. Jimmy Blanco comes in and finishes off the 6th without allowing any additional New York runs. Certainly brought themselves back into this ball game, though. 3-5 now. Bottom of the 6th. Doe is swinging out of his shoes there for the strikeout. Veen. It's one deep to center field. It is off the wall. Couple of near home runs by our players here that have hit off the wall instead. This one for a double. Salas, base knock to left field. Jason Dominguez throws it home, and it's safe, as Wells could not hold on to the baseball. I think that would have been out had Wells kept possession. Instead, Salas picks up the RBI. Thompson 1 for 2 today, and he's down swinging on the circle change low. 2 gone now for Figueroa. And another strikeout ends the inning, but it's a 3-run lead for the Rockies as we head into the 7th. This doesn't sound exactly like the last 2 games. I don't know what does. Can we actually hold on to the 3-run lead this time as we head into the final third of the ball game? Orzelski will pitch the 7th for us. For the most part, has been excellent this postseason, if you forget last episode. And has himself another strong inning here. 1, 2, 3 go down the Yankees. Let's see if the offense can do anything to extend their lead. Starting off with the 9-hitter. It'll be a line out there to second. For our shortstop, top of the order back up, Kyle Brown, 3rd hit today. Had just 2 hits in the first 4 games. Now has more than that here in Game 5 alone. Herrera gets a good pitch to hit. We've seen him blast that time and time again here in the playoffs. Just not the best Herrera game. A rare cold game from the likely postseason MVP for the NL. Neil Dorsey, though, gets a hit there, and the runner will score from first. Kyle Brown able to slide in safely. And Neil Dorsey picks up the RBI. Still very weird World Series from Dorsey. He's getting a lot of hits, but no extra base hits. Here, it's been kind of wild for a guy that we've come to expect to be a major power threat. Lozano here, top of the 8th, will pitch for the Yankees. He has been an excellent pitcher so far here in the postseason. Gets a strikeout first, and now David Fry got a pitch right over the middle. Couldn't quite take advantage of it, though. Hauled in the deep right field by Herrera. Chopper over to short. Throw to first is on target, and another strong inning pitch. The bullpen showing up and actually doing some work here with our backs up to the wall. Bottom 8 now. Likely our offense's last chance to build up a lead, unless, of course, we have another disaster 9th inning. Knock on wood. Trying to make sure that does not happen. 1 out and a man on first, and Thompson keeps the inning alive. Salas trying to go for 3rd. He is thrown out. I respect the aggressiveness there, trying to get in sacrifice fly territory. But it's another out lost on the base pass here in the World Series. I mean, I should probably count them up at this point because it's been so many. Tony Santillan enters the game. He just blew last game for us, losing the closer role for the remainder of the postseason, but because we're up by 4, our manager decides to bring him out. At least it's a better start here to the 9th with a strikeout to O'Neal Cruz. Don't know if Santillan is the guy I would have put in this situation after last game. But he's getting a rebound chance here. Allows the walk to Aaron Judge. The man on first, 1 out for Wells. He hits it to Thompson. The 5-4-3 double play ends the game, and the Rockies are not done yet. Thought it was all but written on the wall that this series was done after Game 4. Felt like a deflating loss, but didn't want to end the season losing the World Series in front of our home fans. I respect the fight that we showed here in Game 5. We're going to force a Game 6, heading back to Yankees Stadium. The loss of Murillo maybe lit a bit of a fire under this team. 15 hits today to just 5 allowed for the Yankees. do we have a chance to win 2 in a row over on the road? We've got the top of the pitching order back up for the Yankees, which I think will be tough. But never say never with this team. They've certainly outperformed expectations in the past. I'm excited to see if we can at least force a Game 7 here. Make things interesting over in New York. That's all I've got for this episode. I'll be back soon with another, and I'll see you then.